explained in his Arunam.
Yeah, and the color has a special vibration.
Yeah, special vibration. Because the color is a vibration.
It's a frequency.
It's a frequency. Yes. All the differentiation of the colors is because of the difference in the frequency of vibration. Because of that difference of frequency only you have different colors, manifestation of different colors. So, in the morning at the time of sunrise when you observe, of course we can observe the sunrise only those persons who wake up before sunrise. Those who sleep beyond sunrise have only the concept but not real experience.
So therefore this discipline is so essential.
Essential. Before sunrise. That is why the time before sunrise is called Brahmi. 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 Because Brahma is the creative consciousness, Brahmi is the time where the creativity in you is in its high, intense degree. That is why a spiritual practitioner is expected to wake up in the Brahmi Muhurta and get ready by the time of sunrise to receive.
So wake up at 4.
Yes.
Be ready for 6.
Yes. But in the modern days, when you keep awake till beyond midnight, looking into television, you cannot wake up by that time. Impossible.
You miss the most essential.
You miss the essentials. Of course, the animals and birds are automatically, normally, naturally, they will wake up because they have no habit of looking into television. No birds or animals have any television for themselves. So they don't waste their time. That precious time is not wasted, but only the human beings waste their time.
They have also not their own programs.
Yes, they have only cosmic program, not own programs.
This is the so-called misuse of freedom.
Yes. The animals and birds, even the insects have, they follow the natural rhythm. Monkeys, yes, all the beings except the human being. We have free will, freedom. So we always misuse this. And then at the time of sunset, the color is different color. It appears to be red, but it is a copper color. Tamra. In Sanskrit, this copper color, copper is called tamra. Tamra. So when from observing point of, when we stand as an observer, then from us to the point of the east where the sun rises, this is called one bahu, one arm, and from this point where we observe the west, on the western point where he goes down, is the second arm. So symbolically these two are called the arms of Rudra. They make two angles. So one angle is towards the sunrise, one angle is towards sunset. These angles, there are different angles when you observe. So these angles are manifested by the work of angels. Angle, angel.
Only
Change the letter places.
Angles awaken angels.
And angles awaken angels. That is a meditation given by Master E.K. Angles awaken angels.
arranged by angels.
Yes.
Angel arranged by angels.
Angels.
These are the devas.
These are the devas. Angels are devas. They arrange the angles. So this path of the sun, from sunrise to sunset, what we observe every day, this path gives us, because when you observe this phenomenon which happens every day for us, when we observe this, then you can observe that what means our life and what is our span, how we can measure the span of our life by observing these things. Because what we call our span, how can you measure your span?
The span
By the day, by the light, by the night.
But this is the life. This span here is the life in the form.
In the form. But this is according to the, when you expand this, then you can also get the span, higher spans also, higher time cycles,
As above, so below.
as above so below. Because when you start from yourself, this is what is by application of the law of correspondence. Because always you can understand the higher phenomenon by applying the law of correspondence. Because always you must remember the principle, as above, so below.
But this is really one value, what is absolutely necessary
Yes.
for spiritual teaching. This is one of the first things we got when we were studying in the archives.
Yes.
The Master Prabhu gives this as one of the first
One of the very first.
sticks that
Yes.
can go.
Yes. As above, so below. That means the plan is always cosmic.
Yeah.
And the same thing is worked out also in the form. So what happens in the form is according to the cosmic law only, not otherwise. Only we have to correlate them. That we have to do. What we learn from the study of the scriptures is how to correlate this, how to make a correlation between the cosmic and our human levels.
Bring it in the practical daily life.
Yes, daily life. Because when you observe the movement every day. So you have sunrise and then the path of going up and coming down, sunset, going down again sunrise. It is very cyclic. So this gives you a circular path. And this circular path explains you of many secrets of what you call a circle. A circle is formed around a central point. When there is a center, there is a circle. So the center is the I am. I am is the center. Wherever there is a center, the center is called in Sanskrit bindu. Bindu means point. Bindu. Bindu. Bindu means a point, a center. Point is a representation of center. When there is a center, there is its circumference as a circle. Wherever there is a center, there is circumference.
This is that chapter.
So the whole phenomenon of the creation is explained as a relationship between center and circumference. The manifestation of this creation is explained in terms of relation between center and circumference. Wherever there is a center, there is a circumference arranged. When there is no center, no circumference. There is no circumference.
There's no center. You cannot.
Then where is the center? That is, the question is, where is the center? Then the answer is everywhere. When there is a question, where is the center? Answer is center everywhere. Master Pythagoras master, he has given a sentence: center everywhere and circumference nowhere. And he said, meditate upon this. Center everywhere, circumference nowhere. How can we understand this? Circumference nowhere. That is the sentence given by Pythagoras. Center everywhere and circumference nowhere. That means, for example, and the board is clean and nothing else, if you put a center here, it becomes center and then it has circumference around this. If you put a center here, then it becomes center and circumference around this. So any point can be a center. That is why it is potential. The center is all potential. Center is the manifestation of, because consciousness is everywhere. So a center is the manifestation of the consciousness. So it can happen anywhere in this creation. So there are mystic mantras in Vedic texts also. In these mantras, one of the mantra he makes a question: where is the center for the whole creation? And then the answer is given immediately. where this question arises, that is the center of the creation.
We are touching a little bit here the abstract
Yes.
mental.
Because wherever you stand in the creation, when you got the question, where is the center? What? Then wherever you stand, you can say, I am. Then it is the center. When there is a center, there is circumference. So center everywhere, or circumference nowhere.
They understand themselves everywhere at the center.
Yes.
Imagine this circumference. What is going on?
Constantly.
This is the enormous scale of energy.
Yes. If you are standing on the earth, this is the center. Otherwise, if you are above the earth also, there is a center. So anywhere, that is why center everywhere. And circumference nowhere. You have to meditate. That is what Pythagoras said. You meditate upon this, then you will get the key.
So you see these basic phrases as a absolute.
Yeah. Center everywhere. Yes.
And not long phrases.
Yes, they're very short.
You can keep them in your mind.
Then they will open.
Then you have really a good understanding.
Yes.
More and more of the environment.
Yes.
Very simple.
Without complication.
There's nothing abstract.
Nothing abstract. Because it is a very simple example. So before you put any point, there is no center. But you can put the point anywhere else, then it becomes a center. So center everywhere. And has a circumference.
What is radius?
Radius. Radius. When there is a circle formed, then the distance between the center and circumference, that is what called radian. The distance between the center and circumference. And until this whole thing goes back, this always is not completed. That is why 22 by 7 as is given the value of pi. The value is 22 by 7. Always the remainder is 1 here, 1 point. And the remainder becomes a 0 only when this goes back into subjectivity. Then everything goes back, is absorbed. Then it becomes 0. Because 3 into 2, 3 into 7, 3 into 7, this in Purusha Sukta it is given Tris Sapta Samidhakrutaha. There are 21 sticks of fuel. 3 into 7 are 21. Plus the ayam. That is 22. So the 22 by 7, always you cannot complete it because the ayam is there. Fuel. Yes. When you put in the fire. So that is why in the rituals,
This is why the fire ritual is
21 sticks put together, and the one who makes this is the one. It's always symbolic like this. Tris Sapta Samidha Kritaha. So these are all the keys given in this.
So Ananta Krishna, what is 3 and 7?
3 and 7. 7 is a division because 7 is the number which explains you between the cosmic and yourself. The layers, these are the 7 layers of consciousness. At 3 levels. There are 3 levels of consciousness. 7 are the cosmic rays.
7 divine qualities.
Divine qualities. These are the 7 always.
They are always present.
And what is 3?
3 at 3 levels. Because the 3 is another dimension. There are always 3 levels. And these 3 levels, the 3 are actually 1 but manifested as 3. This is another symbolic. 3 in time and also 3 in our existence. For example, I say I, you and he. Always 3 persons. And in time also you have past, present and future. Levels of consciousness.
And 7 is
7 is the layers.
layers of consciousness.
Yes, cosmic layers.
If they do some study, this master for
Yes.
a
Then it will be very easy. Very, very helpful, very easy. This is 3 in 1 and 1 in 3. Symbolically, it is explained 1 in 3 and 3 in 1. You find in this, always in these teachings, you find all the keys like this. 3 in 1 and 1 in 3. And this is symbolically called Atri. And this Atri is called a Rishi, a symbolical name. It is one of the sages. Atri. Atri means not 3. You see, this is very mystic. Sanskrit 3 means 3. Number, Sanskrit the same word. A means negation. Atri, not 3. You see, it is only, it is 1. But you say 1, but it is not say, not, it is 1 true, but it is not 3. But they manifest as 3. 1 in 3, 1 in time, 3 in time, 3.
It is very useful also to study Sanskrit.
Yes.
Sanskrit is not a normal language.
Yes.
It's a language.
That is why it is called the language of the Devas.
It's a symbol.
Symbols.
The future man can answer.
And you know, there is a mystic thing. Atri is called one of the grand sages, rishis. And this Atri has a wife, and she is called Anasuya. Asuya means malice. Anasuya means unmaliced mind. Unmalice. There is no malice or jealousy. Unmalice, malice. Jealousy. Malice. A negative aspect. It is a negative aspect in the mind. So, Anasuya, where there is no malice, the mind is pure mind. Malice, yes. So, the wife of Atri is Anasuya, and this couple, they are bestowed with a very divine person as son, who is known as Dattatreya. Lord Dattatreya.
This is one aspect of work in itself.
Yes. Dattatreya. Datta-atreya. Yes. Called Dattatreya. Datta means bestowed. Datta-atreya, bestowed as Atri. Atreya. So it is, there is a story in the Purana, and that this lady Anasuya, she wanted to have such a child, a divine person, who is a synthesis of all the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. A synthesis of the Trinity should come at a form as a child for her. And that is possible when your mind is pure. So here Atri is the Rishi and his wife Anasuya. So they were given this. So this Trinity came into the form of the child of this couple. So Dattatreya. So this Dattatreya is a very grand symbol. Because these are all principles, not just personalities.
But there is a own study service on Dattatreya.
Yes, yes. Dattatreya manifests also into form wherever it is needed. Because he is considered to be one of the grand masters for the spiritual evolution of the beings.
Because of certain not difficult, but we have a tendency to cling with everything on the form.
Yes.
And this is the risk.
This is the risk.
Because these are principles.
These are principles. Always these are principles.
These are not yet incarnated in
Suppose you say father.
No.
Father is not a person, it is a principle.
It's a principle.
This we cannot understand. Father, mother and child is a principle.
Three principles.
Three principles.
And this could be form.
Yes, it is taken into form, but father means not a particular person. Mother is not a particular person. Mother is a principle. Father is a principle. If you understand, if you remember this as a principle, you have no problem. But if you take it only as a form, then you are stuck up with a limitation. So as long as you remember this is the principle, and this principle is worked out on the form. So any female person can attain motherhood, because mother is a principle. So this is actually an evolution. When we got into the form, before we are properly evolved, before that we always think in terms of the form. So therefore I think I am a male, she is a female, like this. After a certain time, nature brings an evolution. Then we feel, oh, this is a man and a woman, little bit further. And later, when they are evolved, then say, I am father and mother for a child. So this is already some steps advanced in evolution. So when you become father and mother, so then you should remember this transformation. First is male and female, man and woman, father and mother. So this father and mother is higher. When you attain a child, then you should realize that nature has given you a means for your evolution. Before that only you think in the aspect of form and sex and all this. But you get a child, then it is an opportunity for you to get realization that it is for the evolution, not just for